Okay, you're looking at creating a book, and obviously the first thing that you need to know is what size the book's going to be. Most books are portrait. You can get square books and you can get long books, so the first thing you've got to decide is what shape's your book going to be. Could be a square book. A square book's really nice for this project, but okay, let's go on a normal type book, and a normal type book, and I'll just note that I'm zoomed to 50% because I can't get everything in on this page otherwise. Right, now let me just have a look a minute. You've got several images here, and as you say, all the images are at different sizes. Some are portrait, some are landscape, and some are square, obviously. But what you need to know is how do you create an image to fit on that section, and then create what to fit on that section, remembering that you've got to have headers and footers down here, because this is a portrait one, this is also a portrait one, but if I bring it down to approximately the same size, you can see that whilst the portrait is the same width, it's of a different height. Similarly, if I bring this one in here, I'll just move that over here a minute, and bring it up there. Well, it's the same height, it's a different width. So how do you get around there? No, but I think basically that's your question. So bear with me a second, I'm just going to close that what size down and come up to here. Okay, so here you've got what I would say was my solution. In this book you've got a maximum size photo which is best squared. I think it's if you just look up here, it's 482 by 482 pixels. Can be whatever units you want to work in. Similarly, on this side you can have that. You've still got room for the headers up here, and footers down here and footers down here. So I'm going to close that down a second, and we're just going to have a look here. So basically what I'm saying is you've got a region on the page that has a maximum width for landscape and a maximum height for landscape, and on this side you have a maximum width for portrait there and a maximum height for portrait, and then you've got the header on the left hand side and the header on the right hand side, the footer on the left hand side and the footer on the right hand side. So I'm just going to switch that off again. Now when I look at it, you have, I'll just move that photo over there a minute, and I'll move that photo over there, and if I reopen the sizing pages, provided the photograph fits in either the maximum width or the maximum width landscape, or the maximum width height landscape, or maximum width portrait, maximum height portrait, then it will fit nicely into the page and maximise the area that you can show that image in. And obviously with the landscape size, you can see that you have a maximum width landscape, but the maximum height landscape is not being met, which is fine. and I'll just bring that control forward. Similarly with the maximum width portrait, we'll put that there. The maximum height portrait is being met, but the maximum width portrait isn't being met, so we can move forward. So you can carry on like that, and then you can add some titles to the top. But the idea is that when you import a photograph, then you have to have a maximum width and a maximum height on the landscape, a maximum width on the portrait and a maximum height on the portrait, and then you use the lesser of the two to resize the images so they can fit onto the page. Might sound confusing, confused me. Anyway, I hope this helped. This is Egg. Goodbye.